if you've worked really hard to find opportunities, you're in the interviewing process, and you have two opportunities that you think might come through? One you really want, but you're not as far in the process as the other, and you expect that you're going to get an offer. What should you do? Hi, I'm Shelley Piedmont, a former recruiter turned career coach, and I want you to thrive and not just survive your job. There are problems to have that aren't necessarily bad problems, and this falls into that. You've worked really hard, and especially in a tough job market, to get one offer is awesome, and you are to be congratulated for that. But you've been through the process, and you may decide that one organization is really a better fit than the other. But you suspect that you're going to get an offer very soon from your second place organization. So what can you do? Well, I had this issue with a client. We talked through that process. And the first thing I asked is, do you know, for the organization that you really like, what the hiring process looks like? How many more interviews do you expect you'd have? Or what is the time frame they will be making their decision? Then you have some knowledge about what your potential options are. So most organizations, if they're fairly early in the process, and unless you're highly recommended and you've got a lot of cheerleaders within that organization, they may just want to let the process play out because they have other people that they're interviewing. They may not know at this point whether you are the person, and so you probably have not a lot of leverage. You could, in that case, ask a little bit about where you are ranked in the process to get a sense of that, but likely you're just not going to get that much feedback. So you can try to kind of get an idea, but lots of times you're just not going to be able to know anything. And you're going to have to decide whether it's better to take the job offer that you have instead of waiting for a job offer that may not come through. Unfortunately, that's the case. If you enjoy this content, hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe to my channel and turn on those notifications. But in this person's case, they were very close to the end of the process in the job that he really wanted, and he felt that he was going to get an offer at his second place organization, likely within a day or two. So what we discussed in that situation is letting his first place organization, the one he really wanted, know about his situation. Giving them some information can help them then decide what they're going to do. So he sent a very nice email saying that he was excited to continue in the process, that he really enjoyed his talks with the people there, that he thought this would be a really good fit. It would be his number one choice. But he also wanted them to know that he was interviewing with other places and he was far along in the process with another organization and expected an offer. Giving them that information, they now have the choice to speed up their process if he is their number one person and they don't want to lose him. So that could mean that they get additional interviews in very quickly, or it could be that they even eliminate interviews from the process because they have enough information to decide that he would be a good fit for the job. So that can get them to push up things. Of course, you can send an email like that and the feedback may be, oh, okay, well, thanks for letting us know. That can tell you something as well. Maybe you aren't their most preferred candidate, in which case, maybe you want to take the job for your second place organization. So one thing you can try to do is speed up the organization that you really want to work for. The other strategy is to slow down the organization that is your second place. And there's two ways to do that. If you have additional interviews that you're going to have with that second place organization, you can try to space those out a little bit longer to give, number one, some time to catch up. Sometimes instead of getting those interviews in, within a day or two, you might suddenly have an unexpected trip out of town and you won't be available for a few days. You might try that. Now, if you do get the offer, let's say you're right at the end of the process, no more interviews, you can't delay them anymore, then a good strategy is to try to delay the time that you have to make the decision. And you can do that by one, asking for additional time. Another thing you can do is ask a lot of clarifying questions. You're doing your due diligence, but sometimes asking those clarifying questions about the offer, about things involved with you joining, that can increase the time a little bit, give you a little bit of time to not have to respond. But that's only going to buy you a little bit of time. At some point, they're going to say, yeah, you need to make a decision, in which case, you'll just have to decide which offer you think would be better for you if you're willing to take the risk that the place that you really want to work will actually give you an offer, and that offer will meet your expectations. That's an individual decision. You're going to have to make that on your own. But those are my ideas for how you might handle the situation so that you have the option to be able to consider two offers instead of only one.